Come close, dear one, just for a moment. Let your shoulders soften. Let your jaw unclench. And if it feels safe, take one slow breath in and let it go gently. I want to share with you a simple practice that can help you begin transforming your life with new thought patterns. Not by forcing yourself to be cheerful, not by pretending everything is fine, but by learning, sweetheart, how to guide your mind with kindness. Because a new thought is a new beginning. A new thought is a new beginning. A new thought is a new beginning. And if you've been feeling stuck lately, if your mind keeps circling the same worries, the same regrets, the same what-ifs, then you are not alone. Many people are carrying invisible heaviness. They look normal on the outside, but inside they are negotiating with their thoughts all day long. Sometimes you wake up and your mind begins immediately, I'm behind. I'm not doing enough. Something is going to go wrong. And even if nothing is wrong in this exact moment, your body tightens as if danger is right around the corner. And you might have tried. You might have read books, watched videos, repeated affirmations, and still the old thoughts keep coming back. So you wonder, what is wrong with me? Oh, gentle soul, there is nothing wrong with you. Your mind has simply learned a pattern, and what is learned can be relearned. What is practiced can be practiced differently, and what has been repeated can be replaced, one loving choice at a time. Now, I want to say this clearly because it matters. This is about shifting your perspective and supporting your well-being. It's not a replacement for professional care or guidance. If you're working with a counselor, a doctor, or a trusted helper, please keep doing what supports you. Think of this as a gentle tool, one you can add to your life like a warm cup of tea, because transformation does not have to be harsh. It can be tender, it can be gradual, it can be real. And here's what I've learned. The thought you repeat becomes the path you walk. You may not mean to repeat it, you may not even notice you're doing it, but the mind loves what is familiar, even when what is familiar hurts. It returns to old rooms inside you because it knows the way there. So let's begin with awareness, not judgment. Awareness. Take a moment right now and simply notice. What is the most common thought you think when you feel stressed? Is it, I can't handle this? Is it, I'm not safe? Is it, I'm not good enough? Is it, I don't have what it takes? Just notice, like you're watching clouds pass across the sky. No wrestling, no arguing, just noticing. And then, sweetheart, let me share something beautiful. A thought is not a fact. A thought is a suggestion, and you are allowed to decline it. Have you ever noticed how the mind can tell 10 scary stories in 1 minute? It can take a single unanswered message and build an entire tragedy. It can take one mistake and turn it into a life sentence. But here is the miracle. The mind can also learn a new story. It can learn to speak with compassion. It can learn to choose thoughts that support your healing. A new thought is a new beginning. Let's do a very small practice together. Small is powerful. Small is sustainable. I call it the gentle redirect. When you notice an old painful thought, something like, I always mess up, or nothing ever works out, you pause. You place a hand on your heart or your belly, and you say softly, that is an old thought pattern, and I am learning a new one. Then you offer a kinder thought, not a perfect thought. Not a shiny thought that your nervous system can't believe, just a kinder one. Instead of, I always mess up, you might say, I am learning, I am growing, I can try again. Instead of, nothing ever works out, you might say, Some things are working out, and more can improve over time. Instead of, I'm not safe, you might say, in this moment I am here. I am breathing. I can take one supportive step. Can you feel the difference? It's like turning your face toward the light, not because the darkness is evil, but because the light helps you see your way. I've learned that we don't transform by attacking ourselves. We transform by befriending ourselves. And perhaps you've been trying to change your thoughts the way people try to break bad habits, with punishment, with pressure, with harsh discipline. That might work for a little while, but it doesn't create peace. It creates exhaustion. What if you began changing your thoughts the way a loving parent guides a tired child? You wouldn't shout at a child who's afraid. You wouldn't say, "Stop that. You're ridiculous." You would kneel down, meet their eyes, and say, "I'm here. I've got you. Let's take this one step at a time." Sweetheart, you deserve that same tenderness from yourself. Now I want to talk about why thought patterns can feel so stubborn. Your mind is like a garden, and every thought is a seed. When you repeat a thought, you water it. When you emotionally react to it, you give it sunlight. When you believe it is the truth, you fertilize it. Over time, those seeds become strong plants. And if you've been watering worry for years, it doesn't disappear because you said one affirmation once. That's not failure. That's biology, habit, and repetition. So we do something wiser. We stop watering the thoughts that hurt us, and we begin watering the thoughts that heal us. Not once, not twice, but gently, consistently. A new thought is a new beginning. And here's another truth I discovered. You are not your old story. You are the awareness noticing it. You are not the voice that criticizes you. You are the one hearing it. You are not the fear. You are the one feeling it. You are not the past. You are the one present now, breathing, choosing, learning. That means you have power. Not the power to control everything, but the power to choose what you practice inside. And practice is everything, because thoughts become words. Words become choices. Choices become habits. Habits shape your days, and your days shape your life. Now let's make this even more practical, because I love spiritual ideas that you can actually live, and I want you to imagine your life as a home. Inside this home are many rooms. Some rooms are bright and comfortable. Some rooms are cluttered with old memories. Some rooms you rarely enter, and some rooms you keep returning to, even though they make you feel small. Maybe there is a room called Not Enough. In that room, every mirror shows you flaws. Every sound feels like criticism. Every success feels temporary. Maybe there is a room called Fear of the Future. In that room, your mind rehearses disasters. It tries to predict pain so you won't be surprised. Maybe there is a room called Old Guilt. In that room, you replay what you wish you had said, what you wish you had done, what you wish you had been. Sweetheart, many of us have lived in these rooms for so long that we think they are the whole house. But they are not. There are other rooms, and you can renovate your inner home, one thought at a time, without shame, without force. So here is your practice. When you notice you've entered an old room, you don't panic. You simply say, "Oh, I'm in the not enough room again." And you remember, you have choices. Then you open a window. A window is a new thought. A window is a new breath. A window is a moment of kindness. You might open the window with these words, "I am willing to see myself with gentler eyes," or "I am open to a new way of thinking," or "I do not have to believe every thought I think." Can you feel the air change? Sometimes the room doesn't vanish. The room doesn't have to vanish. You are simply no longer trapped in it. You are learning to live in the whole house. A new thought is a new beginning. Now let's talk about the most important relationship you will ever have, your relationship with yourself. I know. Many people have tried to love themselves by jumping to grand declarations, but love can begin smaller than that. Self-love can begin as neutrality. Self-love can begin as respect. Self-love can begin as a decision. I will not speak to myself with cruelty anymore. Have you ever noticed how quickly the mind can become mean? You drop something and it says, "What's wrong with you?" You forget something and it says, "You're so stupid." You rest and it says, "You're lazy." Oh, sweetheart, would you speak to a dear friend this way? Would you speak to a child this way? Then why speak to yourself this way? I learned that the inner voice is not just words, it is an environment. And when you live in an environment of criticism, your body stays tense, your heart stays guarded, your creativity shrinks, your joy hides. But when you live in an environment of kindness, something opens. So let's create a kinder inner environment starting today. Here is a gentle practice I've used, and many people find it supportive. It's called mirror kindness. If looking into your own eyes feels intense, start softly. You can look at your reflection for just 5 seconds. You can even place a hand on your heart and look down if you need to. There is no forcing here. Then say one simple sentence, "I am here for you." That's it. Not "I love you" if you can't feel it yet. Not "I'm amazing" if your mind argues. Just "I am here for you." And breathe. Then add, "I am willing to learn new thought patterns." Then, "I choose to speak to myself with kindness." Do this for a few days, and you may notice something subtle. You begin to trust yourself again. Because trust is built through consistency, through showing up, through being gentle when you could be harsh. A new thought is a new beginning. Now, I want to speak to the part of you that fears change. Yes, even positive change can feel scary. Because if you've been living with old patterns for a long time, they can feel like your identity. You might think, if I stop worrying, I'll lose control. Or, if I stop criticizing myself, I'll become careless. Or, if I stop expecting the worst, I'll be disappointed. Sweetheart, those are understandable fears. The mind thinks worry is protection. But worry is not protection. Worry is rehearsal, and rehearsing pain is exhausting. So we offer the mind a new kind of protection, presence. Presence is when you say, "I am here now. I can handle what is in front of me. I can meet life one step at a time." This doesn't mean you ignore reality. It means you stop punishing yourself with imaginary disasters. Let's practice this. The next time your mind rushes ahead, what if this goes wrong? What if I fail? What if I'm alone? Pause and ask yourself, what is true right now in this moment? Right now you are breathing. Right now you are here. Right now there is a floor beneath you, air around you, and a heartbeat inside you. Right now you can choose one supportive action, and that is enough. I know this can help because I have used it myself. I used to think the mind was something to battle, and then I discovered the mind responds to love. Not instantly for everyone, not perfectly every day, but over time, with practice, many people find the inner world becomes calmer. Now there is another layer to this. Your thought patterns are like a river. A river does not change course because you yell at it. A river changes course because there is consistent guidance, small shifts over time, a steady redirection. When an old thought comes, you are not failing. You are simply arriving at the old bend in the river. So you guide it again. You bless the thought and you choose again. You might say, "Thank you, mind, for trying to protect me. And I choose a kinder thought now." That is powerful, because you are no longer at war with yourself. You are becoming your own ally. A new thought is a new beginning. Now let's talk about abundance, not as a promise of money falling from the sky, but as a relationship with receiving. Many people believe abundance is something outside of them, something they must chase, earn, prove, or deserve. But I've learned that abundance begins inside as a willingness to receive rest, to receive help, to receive compliments, to receive your own love, because if you cannot receive the small things, the larger things can feel unsafe. So ask yourself gently, where do I block receiving? Do you refuse kindness because you feel unworthy? Do you overgive and then resent it? Do you push yourself until you're depleted, then wonder why life feels dry? Sweetheart, life is not here to punish you. Life is responding to what you practice. When you practice worthiness, you begin to act like someone who is worthy. You may notice opportunities you didn't see before. You may set boundaries that protect your energy. You may take steps that align you with greater support, not because the universe is a vending machine, but because your inner beliefs guide your choices and your attention. Here is a practical abundance thought pattern you can try, instead of "there's never enough." Try, "I am open to seeing new possibilities," instead of "I can't afford it." Try, "I am learning new ways to support myself," instead of "I always struggle." Try, "I am willing to grow beyond old limitations." And then, very important, take one small aligned action. Maybe you review your spending with compassion instead of shame. Maybe you apply for one opportunity. Maybe you ask for help. Maybe you rest so your mind can think clearly. Spiritual practice and practical action can hold hands. They can be friends. And if fear shows up, you can say, "I am willing to feel supported." A new thought is a new beginning. Now, sweetheart, I want to address something that trips people up: the belief that they must eliminate all negative thoughts. Oh no! You are human. Thoughts will come. Emotions will arise. Memories will visit. The goal is not perfection. The goal is choice. The goal is learning how to respond to your inner world with love. So when a painful thought appears, don't panic. Don't label yourself as spiritual failure. Don't start a fight. Instead, try this 3-step practice. First, notice. There is the thought. Second, name it. This is the old pattern of fear, the old pattern of unworthiness, the old pattern of self-criticism. Third, nurture. And I choose a kinder thought now? That's all. And if you can't find a kinder thought, choose a neutral one. Neutral is powerful. Instead of "I'm a mess," try "I'm having a hard moment." Instead of "I'll never change," try "Change is possible, one step at a time." Instead of "I ruined everything," try "I can repair what I can, and I can learn." Can you hear how those thoughts leave room for life, room for healing, room for hope? Now, let's bring in forgiveness, because old thought patterns are often tied to old pain. Some people think forgiveness means approving what happened. It does not. Forgiveness is a gentle release, not a demand you place on your heart. Forgiveness is saying, "I am willing to stop carrying this poison." You might not be ready to forgive all at once. That's okay. You can begin with willingness. I am willing to release this a little at a time. I am willing to free my heart. I am willing to let the past soften. And sometimes forgiveness begins with forgiving yourself for not knowing what you know now, for choosing what you thought you had to choose, for surviving the best way you could. Sweetheart, if you could have done better with the awareness you had then, you would have. So let yourself soften. I've learned self-forgiveness is not weakness. It is wisdom. And when you forgive yourself, your thought patterns change naturally, because shame fuels the old rooms. Love opens new doors. A new thought is a new beginning. Now, let's speak about your body, because your body listens. The mind and the body are in conversation all the time. When you think harsh thoughts, the body tightens. When you think loving thoughts, the body softens. Many people find that as they change their inner dialogue, their overall well-being begins to respond over time. This is not about blaming yourself for symptoms or experiences. It's about offering your system more kindness, more calm, more support. So here is a simple body-based practice. Once a day, pause and say to your body, "Thank you for carrying me. I am learning to treat you with love. I choose thoughts that support peace." Then breathe into the place that feels tight. You are not trying to fix it. You are listening, and listening is healing. Now I want to talk about one of the most transformative new thought patterns of all, the thought that you are enough. Not when you achieve more, not when you lose more, not when you become perfect. Enough now. Have you ever noticed how the mind postpones worthiness? I'll be happy when, I'll be confident when, I'll rest when. Sweetheart, life is happening now. So we practice. I allow myself to be enough today. I allow myself to start where I am. I allow myself to be human. And then we choose one moment of kindness. Kindness is not small. Kindness is the path. Because small kindness repeated becomes a new pattern. A new thought is a new beginning. Let me share something I discovered long ago. You don't have to believe a thought for it to begin changing you. You only have to be willing. Willingness is powerful. Willingness is the doorway. If your mind argues with affirmations, don't fight it. Make the affirmation softer. Instead of, "I love myself," try, "I am willing to learn to love myself." Instead of, "Everything is perfect," try, "I am open to seeing good in my life." Instead of, "I trust life completely," try, "I am learning to trust life one step at a time." Your mind can accept willingness. Your nervous system can breathe with willingness. And then, over time, willingness becomes belief. Now, sweetheart, I want to help you build a daily structure, something simple that can create real change. Here is a 3-minute morning practice. 3 minutes, that's all. First minute, breathe. Place a hand on your heart. Inhale slowly. Exhale slowly. Say, "I am here. I am safe enough in this moment." Second minute, choose your anchor thought. Pick one gentle sentence for the day. For example, "I choose peace today." Or, "I choose kind thoughts." Or, "I am open to new possibilities." Third minute, imagine one small moment. See yourself responding differently to one situation. Maybe you speak kindly to yourself after a mistake. Maybe you pause before reacting, and maybe you ask for help without shame. That is practice, and practice builds a new life. Then, throughout the day, return to your anchor thought. Not like a robot repeating words, like a traveler checking a compass. A compass doesn't force the journey. It simply guides the direction. A new thought is a new beginning. Now let's address a common challenge. What if you do this and you still feel anxious? Sweetheart, feeling anxious does not mean you are doing it wrong. It means your system is learning. When you change thought patterns, the mind may protest. It may say, "This is unfamiliar. This is risky." So you reassure it. You say, "I am learning something new." And you do one calming thing. You breathe, you drink water, you step outside. You put your hand on your heart. You name 5 things you can see. You reach out for support. This is not about forcing calm. It's about offering safety. And slowly your system learns, I can feel something and still be okay. That thought alone can transform a life. I can feel this and still be okay. Now let's bring this back to the home metaphor again, because I want it to live inside you. You are the homeowner of your mind. You did not choose every piece of furniture that was placed in your rooms. Some of it came from childhood, some from culture, some from past pain, some from what you saw modeled. But you can choose what stays. You can choose what you keep. You can choose what you release. And you can do it gently. Maybe today you remove one harsh sentence from your inner dialogue. Maybe you stop saying, "I hate myself," even in jest. Maybe you stop saying, "I'm terrible," when you're simply tired. Maybe you replace those with, "I'm learning," "I'm human," "I'm doing my best today." That is renovation. That is love in action. A new thought is a new beginning. And now, sweetheart, I want to give you a small set of affirmations, woven like a lullaby, so they feel natural, not like a list. You can repeat them with me softly, in your own rhythm. I choose thoughts that support me. I allow myself to begin again. I am willing to see myself with love. I release the need to punish myself. I am open to new possibilities. And breathe. I choose thoughts that support me. I allow myself to begin again. I am willing to see myself with love. I release the need to punish myself. I am open to new possibilities. Notice how your body responds. And remember, if a part of you says, "This is silly," you can smile and say, "Thank you, and I'm practicing anyway." Because you are allowed to practice a kinder life. Now here is what often happens when people truly change their thought patterns. At first the changes are quiet. You catch a harsh thought faster than you used to. You pause before spiraling. You apologize to yourself instead of attacking yourself. You rest without guilt one evening. You choose one supportive action. And then, over time, those small shifts add up. Many people find that as they become kinder inside, they begin to make different choices outside. They might leave toxic environments. They might create healthier boundaries. They might speak their truth more clearly. They might say yes to opportunities they used to avoid. They might notice support where they used to expect rejection. Not because life becomes perfect, but because they are living from a new inner place. A new thought is a new beginning. And now, sweetheart, I want to speak directly to your heart. You do not have to wait to deserve peace. You do not have to earn love. You do not have to become someone else to be worthy. You are worthy because you exist. You are worthy because you are alive. You are worthy because there is a heart beating inside you that still wants something better. And that desire for better, that longing for peace, that is not weakness. That is your soul calling you home. So today, choose one new thought, just one. A thought that feels like opening a window, a thought that feels like a soft yes. Maybe it is, I am willing to begin again. Maybe it is, I choose kinder thoughts. Maybe it is, I am learning to trust life. Hold it gently. Return to it. Let it be your trellis, the support your new growth can climb. because thoughts do not just pass through you, they shape you. And you, dear one, are shaping your future right now. A new thought is a new beginning. Now, let's seal this together with a final, simple practice. Place your hand on your heart. Breathe in slowly. Breathe out gently. And say softly, like you mean it, I am willing to change my thoughts. I am willing to love myself through the change. I am willing to begin again today. And if you want one more layer, add, life supports me as I learn. Because learning is what you're doing. You are learning a new way to live inside yourself. And I am so proud of your willingness, not because you are doing it perfectly, but because you are doing it lovingly. Sweetheart, take this with you. When fear returns, bless it and choose again. When criticism appears, soften and choose again. When the past pulls you, breathe and choose again. Because you can always choose again. A new thought is a new beginning. And now, with all my love, I leave you with this. May you speak to yourself like someone you truly cherish. May you open new windows in your inner home. May you guide your river gently toward peace. And may you remember again and again, there is nothing broken in you. You are growing, you are healing, you are becoming, and you are already enough.